Hey gamers!
And welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Emerald. I regret nothing. In the last episode, we got through the Petalburg Woods and made it here to Rustboro City, where we are going to take on our first gym. However, our Pokemon aren't looking really suited to take on the gym right now. They're pretty underleveled, probably because I'm already training 4 of the Pokemon I intend to use on my full team. So, we're going to do a bit of training. But I also want to look around Rustboro City because we just got here. Old sailor Mr. Briny lives in a cottage by the sea. He goes for walks in the tunnel every so often. What tunnel? Wow, you have Pokemon with you too. When I get bigger, I'm going to go places with Pokemon too. Okay. If a Pokemon gains experience in battles, it can sometimes change in the way it looks. A Pokemon changes shape? If one did that, I would be shocked. I wouldn't, because I've played these games before. Who are you?
For my own Pokemon, I give them perfectly suited nicknames. It's my expression of, originality. Yes, that's it.
Pikachu. Oof.
But giving the name Pikachu to a Pikachu? It seems pointless. I suppose it is good to use a name that's easy to understand, but...
Well, you know what? I named my Lotad Mirabee. Did you know this? You can have a 2-on-2 battle even if you're not with another trainer. If you catch the eyes of 2 trainers when you have 2 or more Pokemon, they'll both challenge you. Don't you think it'd be cool if you could beat 2 trainers by yourself? It's actually not that hard. It's exactly the same, except you have to think more. Pokemon Trainers School. If I go to this school, will I be able to catch rare Pokemon easily? Sounds like something I could use help with. Who are you?
Hello, didn't we meet before? I think back in Petalburg City. Let me introduce myself.
Hey y'all, Scott here.
I've been traveling everywhere in search of outstanding trainers. More specifically, I'm looking for Pokemon battle experts.
So what brings you to this school? Are you a trainer too?
First thing you should do is have a Pokemon learn the move Cut. If I remember correctly, someone in this town has Cut. Pokemon can hold items, but they don't know what to do with man-made items like Potion and Antidote. A Pokemon holding a berry will heal itself. There are many kinds of items that Pokemon can hold. Boy, it sure is hard taking notes down. No, it's not. You're just writing. I understand, like, hands get cramped easily, but shut up. You know some Pokemon moves can confuse a Pokemon? A confused Pokemon will sometimes attack itself without meaning to, but once it leaves battle, it will return to normal. I always wanted a Seedot, and I'm finally getting one. I'm trading Pokemon with my friend right now. Are you giving him a Lotad, or are you ripping him off?
Students who don't study get a little taste of my Quick Claw. Whether or not you're a good student will be evident from the way you use this item.
He gives you the Quick Claw. This is an incredible item. If you give this to a slow Pokemon, it makes it so they always have a chance of going first. It's so good. And this is kind of starting the trend of you getting this item early game. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Mirabee for now because I don't have anything else I want to give him, and I don't want to give anything to Appa because of pickup. And Appa's pretty fast either way. But yeah, that's a really good item to get, especially early game. Okay. I challenged the gym leader, but it's not going to be easy to win with my Fire-type Pokemon. Fire-type Pokemon don't match up well against Rock-type Pokemon.
Oh, who might you be? You're a new face around these parts. Have you just transferred into the Pokemon Trainers School?
No. Kids don't need school in this game. Every Pokemon has a special ability that it can use. Pokemon are such strange creatures. Well, that's rude. Jeez, these are like the animals of your world. I'm not gonna go up to a cat and say, man, you're such a strange creature. Hey, Bacon, you're a strange creature. Oh, it's so hard every day. What's hard? You need to ask? It's trying to figure out what to make for meals every day. It really isn't easy coming up with meals every day. Oh, my parents will tell you that.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the Pepper household. I have a question for you. Have you ever babysat? You see, I'm a new father, so raising a child is all new to me. And I have a problem. My daughter Walda doesn't laugh enough, probably because I named her Walda. I think she'd laugh for me if I told her something funny.
Do you know of a funny word or phrase you can tell me? I do. Oh, that's wonderful. So let's hear it. Your suggestion. I see. Well, let's give it a try, shall we? Fortnite! Fortnite! She's not smiling at all. Maybe Walda is one serious child. Gaming is a serious business, sir. I'm not sure what you're supposed to tell him. I think I have a suspicion, and I'll come back to tell him later. But, yeah, I just like doing funny things like that. In my test playthrough, I made him say swear words, but I'm trying to stop swearing so much, and this is a children's game. Pokemon you get in a trade from someone grows fast, but if you don't have certain gym badges, it may not obey you. Have you taken the Pokemon Gym Challenge? When you get that shiny gym badge in hand, I guess trainers begin to realize what is required of them. Not going in the gym yet. Huh? My Pokemon is cute? Sure, I knew that, but if you really want, I'm willing to trade it to you. I'll trade my Seedot for a Ralts if you want. That is a terrible trade. However, I think you can only actually catch Seedot in Pokemon Ruby. If not, Seedot's really rare in this game, so if you're trying to complete the Pokedex, that's not a bad option. He'll actually give you a Makuhita, which is a fighting-type Pokemon in the original game. I'm not going to go over Makuhita here because you can't catch it yet in Emerald, but that's there for you if you are struggling with the gym. In all sorts of places, there are all sorts of Pokemon and people. I find that fascinating, so I go to all sorts of places. That's good. Okay. Devon Corporation. For all your living needs, we make it all. Hey, those running shoes, they're one of our products. Makes me happy when I see someone using something we made. Hello and welcome to the Devon Corporation. We're proud producers of items and medicine that enhance your life. They don't really enhance my life. I'm sorry, only authorized people are allowed to enter here. Okay, so we can't really go far in here. It's kind of like Silphco of this region. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to do around here except for this. That determined expression, that limber way you move, and your well-trained Pokemon that are all like level 10. You're obviously a skilled trainer. No, wait, don't say a word, I can tell just by looking at you. I'm sure that you can put this hidden machine to good use. No need to be modest or shy, go on, take it. He will give you HMO1. The hidden machine, or HM for short, is Cut. An HM move is one that can be used by Pokemon outside of battle. Any Pokemon that's learned Cut can chop down thin trees if the trainer has earned the Stone Badge. And unlike a TM, an HM can be used more than once. I don't recommend teaching Cut to any Pokemon you're actually planning on using, because, my god, it's an awful move. It has like 90 accuracy and 50 power, and that's not good. So, that is why I recommend you get more Zigzagoon. They make perfect HM slaves. Who are you? I don't remember this house. Devon Corporation's workers live in this building. Okay, I mean, I'll talk to them, but I don't need to know about their poor work conditions. You work for them? Way back in the old days, Devon was just a teeny tiny company. That's how all companies were. My daddy's working at the corporation. My daddy made this, but I can't use it, so you can have it. She will give you a Premier Ball. It's literally the same as a Pokeball, except it looks nicer, but I'll take it. You can actually get Premier Balls by buying 10 Pokeballs at a Pokemart at a time. But only Pokeballs, not Great Balls, so. Devon's president likes to collect rare stones. Interesting. I think the president's son also collects rare stones. Are you just the same person? I don't know who the president's son is, but maybe we'll meet him someday. I don't even know who the president is, to be fair. Okay. So, we need some training, but we've taken out all the trainers down below the city. So, I think it's safe to say we should probably go north or to the east. I'm not going to go north yet because we'll have another chance to... Actually, yes I am, but I'm not going to go over the encounters to the north, and there aren't any trainers to fight right now. There's just an item around here that I just realized is actually here. You can get yourself a super potion. That is a better potion. It restores 50 HP instead of 20, so yeah. I wouldn't use it now, just because potions can probably still do the job, but if you're in a tough situation, then yeah, that'll work out. What I want to do, though, is head out to Route 116. There are 5 new encounters here, and I would like to go over them now while I go over and fight the trainers on this route and train up my Pokemon a bit. See you guys in like 6 minutes. Starting off the bios on Route 116, we have Whismur. So Whismur's a normal type, and as you can see, it has pretty low stats. However, it does evolve pretty shortly after you're able to catch it, so, I mean, as long as you keep it in the front of the party, do some switch training, maybe actually use it against some things it can handle, it'll evolve in no time, and, I mean, Loudred and Exploud are actually pretty useful Pokemon in Gen 3. That said, it's not something I've ever used, so I'm not going to claim to be an expert on how to use it, but I just recommend it just looking at its stats from an outside look. Nincada might look interesting from the fact that it's a bug ground type, but don't let that fool you. It doesn't get many good moves to support those two types. In fact, I'm pretty sure it doesn't really get anything until it's close to evolving at level 20. However, once it evolves into Ninjask, this thing is a monster. With that ability of Speed Boost, its speed stat raises once every turn until it's maxed out. Moves like Roar are its worst enemy, but outside of that, if you have Protect on it, you can get like 1 free speed boost every couple turns, and then just sweep the opponent's team. It can also learn a move called Swords Dance, which raises attack by 2 stages, and you better believe that makes it even worse to fight. However, if you evolve Nincada while you have a Pokeball and a free space in your party, it will evolve into Shedinja. Shedinja is one of the most interesting Pokemon in this game in terms of how it's used. As you can see, it has 1 in its HP stat, and that doesn't mean it just has an extremely low HP stat. No, they actually programmed an entirely separate system for Shedinja's HP stat, and it has 1 HP throughout its entire life. However, its ability makes it so it can only be hit by super effective moves. So, there's that. It has an interesting type of Ghost Bug, which gives it a moderate amount of weaknesses, just so it's not completely broken. But this thing can completely destroy a lot of the challenge in this game just because of that ability. If you're looking for something to make certain boss fights in this game easier, Shedinja's your go-to. Remember during Ralts's bio when I said there was a better Psychic type coming up not too far from now? Turns out it appears sooner than I thought, because here's Abra. Abra has 105 in its special attack and 90 in its speed, and this is the first stage of this evolution line. Abra's not very good. The only move Abra gets through level up is Teleport, which makes it a pain in the to catch because it flees from battle if you fail a Pokeball and you're unlikely to have moves to trap it, making it unable to escape at this point. However, once it evolves into Kadabra, most of its stats may seem like they didn't rise much, but that special attack and speed increase makes it a viable Pokemon on your team on its own without its evolution, which is good because you need to trade it to evolve it. Kadabra gets a lot of moves that are special attack, which obviously feeds into that massive special attack stat. It gets Psychic, Confusion, and Psybeam through level up, and you're probably going to be using Confusion for a while, then Psybeam for a while, then Psychic for a while. But that's not a bad thing. It also gets some interesting moves like Shockwave, which is a 60 power electric type move that never misses. Unfortunately, a lot of the moves I would recommend you put on a Kadabra, it doesn't get in this generation because or it does, but they're physical moves, which, I mean, it has 35 in its attack stat. And that issue kind of feeds into Alakazam as well. It has 135 in special attack and 120 in speed, but it kind of has the same issue as Kadabra, where a lot of the moves it would get to use to its advantage are physical until later in the series. That includes moves like Shadow Ball that pretty much every Alakazam ever is going to have in this particular meta. Lastly, we have Skitty. Skitty's not very good, but it's so cute, and I would use it on my team just because of that. It has only a maximum of 50 in any given stat, 50, 45, 45, 35, 35, 50. It's not that good, but I mean, it does have a decent ability in Cute Charm. It makes it so the Pokemon has a 30% chance of infatuating anything that makes physical contact using moves like Tackle or Takedown. And I mean, it can't really support itself against those moves to get Cute Charm off, but I mean, it has a 75% female rate, which I don't know if this is just me, but I've seen a lot more male Pokemon than female, so Cute Charm may actually have some use. Skitty evolves through the use of an item called the Moonstone into Delcatty, which doesn't have a single stat over 90, and I mean, it's honestly just a slightly better Skitty. You aren't going to be running into a Moonstone for quite a while, so you're probably going to be stuck with Skitty with its pretty bad stats for a very long time, and even then, once it evolves, it doesn't get much better. However, I have used a Delcatty before in this game, and it's not terrible, it's usable. I just wouldn't personally use it. Again. Okay. So, the bios have probably been done for a few seconds now, but, I'm just going to speed up the rest of my training and maybe do some post-commentary over it. I'm not sure. I'll probably put music over it, and I don't know what I'll do for post-commentary, but we'll see. Losing made me tired. That was fun even though I lost. That's good sportsmanship. Okay, so, now that I think about it, I think we're actually ready to take on the gym. My levels are still pretty low, with Mirabee and John being the highest levels I have, but I think we can handle it. I am going to switch Appa to the front, even though we can't do any damage to the Pokemon in this gym, just so we can still kind of even out our levels a bit. But I think we're ready. Don't take us gym trainers lightly. I'll show you why we're better. So are they like people are people that aren't gym trainers like a minority? Is there like gym trainer supremacy? I'm not sure. I'm sure some gym trainers probably do believe that, but I mean, it's just not true. Okay. Why did you get a critical hit? You didn't have to do that. That was just rude, and now I don't get to use Absorb. I'll probably just get back up to max health anyway. Yeah, see? So it was all for nothing. Did you just get a second critical hit? Friend. Buddy pal. Buddy friend pal, buddy old pal. Stop. Yikes. Yeah, Mirabee's kind of going to be carrying us through this gym, because there's going to be a lot of Geodudes, and they are 4 times weak to grass and water type moves, so... Okay, this should be fine. This guy can switch out anyway. If you can't beat me, you won't stand a chance against Roxanne. We might be in the middle of town, but so what? My rock Pokemon need room to rampage. You're not in the middle of town, you're in a gym. Or Pokemon are meant to rampage. Okay, Tommy and Mark. With the fancy Mark, like, long arms show. Okay, just gonna use Growl with Zigzagoon. He's not gonna be doing much here, just because he's a normal type, he can't do that much damage to them. They are only level 8, but it's still safer just to lower their attack because, assuming they aren't like the first Geodude I saw here, they probably aren't going to be landing a ton of critical hits like they usually do. And it's not going to really help to lower their defense for Lotad because Grass is a special type and we're only going to be using Grass type moves against them. Okay. Let's go Absorb. Growl and Tail Whip do actually affect both Pokemon on the opposite side of the field, as does Leer. No, Leer only affects one, but yeah, it's very helpful to use them in double battles, just not so much in other types of battles. Okay, this is just going to be a long battle full of Zigzagoon, isn't it? Okay, future me, just cut to the end of this battle, because this one's going to be long. Level 13, Mirabee tried to learn Nature Power. It varies on where you are, and I think I'll get rid of Growl for it for now. Wow, you've got some potential. Oh man, our challenger is one feisty customer. Alright. This is the gym leader. I'm gonna switch Mirabee to the front, even though he's already pretty high leveled, just so we can have an easy time here without having to switch. When did I get a Hyper Potion? What the heck? Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna use Appa, but why not? And... yeah, I think we're ready. Okay. Hello, I am Roxanne, the Rustboro Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a gym leader so that I might apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon? Roxanne would like to battle. Oh boy. Just going to lead with Geodude, level 12, Rock Head for the ability, knowing the moves Tackle, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Rock Tomb. This thing isn't very threatening, honestly, and that's why I'm going to take this first turn using the X special I got on Route 113, or 116, because, oh boy, we're going to be doing a ton of damage now that we have that. Of course our speed fell. I guess the Quick Claw kind of makes up for that. So let's... They both have the same power, and this will get my health back up, so I'm going to use Absorb. Just going for Defense Curl, doesn't matter because we aren't a physical attacker. Okay, take it out in one hit, get our HP right back. That's great. It's good to have HP restoring moves for a reason we'll be seeing later. Mirabee grows to level 14, that's actually really good. She has yet another Geodude, once again, level 12. Once again, Rock Head for the ability. Once again, Tackle, Defense Curl, Rock Throw, and Rock Tomb for the moves. It's identical in every way. And in that same way, I'm going to take it out in an identical way using Absorb. 220 experience points, that's... Jeez, you're gaining a lot here. Okay. Finally. She has Nose Pass, level 15, Sturdy for the ability, holding an Oranberry so it'll restore 20 HP once it's in low health. Knowing the moves Block, Harden, Tackle, and Rock Tomb. The fact that it has Block is the reason I recommend you have a move like Absorb that can restore your HP back, not black, but whatever. Because, Block prevents you from using healing items, I believe, which is no good. Okay. That Absorb didn't do much, we haven't lost any HP. I'm gonna go for Bullet Seed just for the chance of getting a little more damage per turn. It's just gonna go with Harden, which isn't really threatening. Nosepass is, like, the most threatening Pokemon we've seen so far. It has very high defensive stats, and that just makes it last a long time. Thank you for the crit, Mirabee. You didn't have to do that, and you did, and I love you. 346 experience points, level 15, not bad. So, I lost. Seems that I still have much more to learn. I understand. The Pokemon League's rules state that trainers are to be given this if they defeat a gym leader. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. What? Mirabee is evolving? Yeah. Mirabee is evolved into Lombre. The Stone Badge heightens the attack power of your Pokemon. It also enables them to use the HM move Cut outside of battle. Please take this with you too. You get TM39. The technical machine, TM39, contains Rock Tomb. It not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers speed. If you use a TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon. Remember, a TM can be used only once, so think before you use it. It's good to know. I will be going over Lombre's bio in the next episode because this one's already going pretty long. Next time on Pokemon Emerald version, we will be exiting this gym to see if anything happens, which the fact that I say that means something is going to happen, and I mean, that's just how it works. See you guys then.